Welcome back. You are listening to The Price of Business. I'm William Edmunson, guest hosting for Kevin Price. Well, this is our final segment of the day, and we continue our Inc. 5000 series. We've got Mark Steiner of Gig Salad, and they can be found on the web at Gig Salad, SALAD.com. Mark, welcome to the show.
Good morning, William. It's great to be with you.
Thanks. You've got a really cool concept. I've been looking at your website, and which, by the way, I think is really well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, give us your elevator speech so everybody can hear what you guys are all about.
Sure. We are a booking platform for entertainers, performers, speakers, and other event service providers. It's essentially a marketplace for all sorts of event planners. An event planner of any type, could be a mom booking a child's birthday party, or a bride-to-be planning her wedding, or a corporate event planner looking for a strolling violinist to go tableside during a dinner or cocktail hour. They can find all that they need there. It started off primarily as just entertainers and performers, and we later realized that they might also need a photographer or a cake decorator or a bouncer or a bartender, what have you.
Oh, that's smart. Kind of a one-stop shop for their party.
That's correct.
That is really cool. Well, so you're at gigsalad.com.
That's right.
Tell me, how did you guys get the idea to start this?
Well, my career path had started in New York City. I grew up in New Jersey and moved to New York after a very brief stint of college, and then on the road touring with a children's theater troupe. And I moved to New York to try to break into the big business of movies.
Gotcha.
And got a lucky break on the production side, and worked in the movies for 10 years, both running a craft service company. I fed the cast and crew on movie sets, but also got a lucky break because the director knew I really wanted to be an actor, and she threw me a line and got my SAG card, and I bounced back and forth for the next few years doing bit parts here and there as a day player, lots of stand-in work for other actors, and or doing a ton of extra background work, interspersed between running my craft service company. And then I got into the booking business basically by moving out of New York City into Connecticut. The commute on top of a 12-hour shoot didn't sound like a great lifestyle. So
yeah, that could wear you out pretty quickly, I bet.
Yeah, so I got into the booking business, working for the Glenn Miller Orchestra.
Oh, cool.
And was booking big bands and jazz artists and nostalgia artists for 7 years for this small boutique agency in New York, and then decided in 2001 to start my own agency. And that expanded into a speakers bureau. And by way of creating my first website, started getting inundated with calls and emails from entertainers and performers across the country that were now starting to search the web for opportunities. And I was coming up strong, and I was spending a lot of time trying to help would-be performers trying to either break into the business or looking for more gigs or looking for representation or wanting to be listed on my roster, and at the same time getting those calls and emails from the people that they would ultimately like to be hearing from that would like to book them. So I went back to my friend who designed my website, and we started conceptualizing what has started off as simply a database directory for a place where hopefully those two parties would meet, and it's now expanded to be a full service platform where you can post your a person can create a promo kit, and then they can also and an event planner can book them directly there, and we have a booking agreement system, and it's all very savvy and the user experience is pretty awesome. So
sure. Now tell us a little bit about, is this a regional thing? Can I be anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world and use you guys?
Yeah, right now it's all of North America. It started off and has been since U.S. and Canada. But we have vision to at least expand into English-speaking countries next. But that's a big endeavor. So it's in the pipeline. We're moving towards it. But we also want to make sure that what we have currently, what exists, is as good as it can be. And so we're always tweaking and making things better. But I hope that by fourth quarter of this year, we've made some headway into getting into Australia and UK and
That's
possibly
awesome.
parts of Germany. Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, it's a really great concept. Now, something that we've been focusing on is a series on Inc. 5000 companies.
right.
Tell us a little bit about the process you went through and what it's meant to your business to be part of the Inc. 5000.
Well, I've always been a reader of Inc. and
Uh-huh.
there's kind of a Springfield connection to Inc. magazine by way of Jack Stack, but that's another story.
Okay.
I had in reading Inc. for all these years. I've always seen it, was a little intrigued by it, but we've also been wanting to stay below the radar for a long time. We didn't always want to be talking about numbers and those sorts of things, and
Right.
that was the criteria. But a couple years ago, we thought, why not? Let's see. And another company in this space had done it, and we kind of got a little emboldened by that, by seeing their numbers. They had been around 10 years longer, and we thought, oh, wow, we're close. So we apply. It's a simple application. I mean, you put it in, you submit your numbers, and they'll get back to you. And to our surprise, I thought we were going to come in better than the other guys, but we in fact came in really, our ranking was 684 of fastest growing private companies.
Wow, that's great.
It was
Congratulations.
thrilling. Yeah, just, so, we don't live and breathe by numbers per se. Our philosophy is create a great product, to, provide a great service, and those things should be following.
Well,
But as a bootstrap company, and folks that try really hard to do great, it was a nice little. It was a good measure. It was a good reason to high five and backslap one another and say, And now the next goal is to just break that 500 mark. So we'll be applying again. We're waiting on an email. This week is supposed to be the emails for applications for 2016, and we hope to be in the 500 so that we'll make the actual publication this year.
great. Well, good luck to you guys.
Thank
Again,
you.
We're speaking with Mark Steiner of Gig Salad, part of the Inc. 5000 series here on The Price of Business. We've got very little time left, so why don't you give us your website again? It's a fantastic website, and I think that people will really enjoy taking a look at it, even if they don't need to use your service.
Oh, that's great. I thank you for the opportunity, William. And we believe that everyone is a potential user because everybody could be planning an event in their life. So if they're looking for our services, which is 584 categories, you can find them at www.gigsalad.com.
Great. Well, we appreciate having you on the show. And, hey, we really wish you good luck with the Inc. 5000 and your goal of getting in the top 500. That would be really quite an achievement.
Oh, we'd love to come back and tell you the story, William.
Well, we'd love to have you back on The Price of Business. Well, thank you. And we've come to the end of another edition of The Price of Business. I am William Edmunson, and I got to tell you, I've really enjoyed guest hosting for the last few days. And I want to thank Kevin Price, producer Sigmund Kremen, and all of the Price of Business team. Thank you for listening to The Price of Business.